Okay, guys, how is it going again? I'm coming up with a lot of new ideas for my YouTube channel so people can improve their game, right? One of them, of course, is the technical analysis aspect where I'll be doing the TA on coins that I trade, right? That can help people get a better longer term. I'm a scalper, keep in mind, okay? I take advantage of volatility in the market, and that's what I specialize in, especially shorting, if you guys haven't noticed. I am a shorting specialist. In terms of going long, I probably go long like 5% of the time, 95% short. I take advantage of greed, okay? And the reason for this is because I don't believe in fear, okay? I don't like having fear. I don't like to buy into strength or go long. I'd rather take advantage of greed because people get greedy and they also panic as well, right? That kind of goes into fear. So I like it when people dump onto me when I scalp. So I'm in combination with my TA series, that's going to be a longer term, right, for day or swing trading, or even very long term like investing. And then also there's going to be my live recorded video series just to show some of my trades throughout the day and my thought process as well. And the third series that I thought would be really beneficial, I just came up with it like outside having a cigarette just now, is to show some of the mistakes that I make, right, as a quote unquote professional trader, whatever the heck that means. If that means eating cheesecake and sitting in your underwear all day with a dog, sure. So I figured I'd show my mistakes that I make, okay? And that's going to be very beneficial because how do we learn as a trader? Well, we learn as a trader and we grow our trading skills by making mistakes, right? There's no way you guys can ever get better unless you make mistakes. And lessons don't have to be expensive, right? I'm sure that every time you guys lost a trade, it could have been costly, but all that matters is that the money that you lost, it created a very valuable learning experience, right? And you slowly keep losing money to learn. As silly as that sounds, that's true. If you keep winning all the time, you will never learn anything. It's the failures in life that allow us to grow as a person, as a trader, in any specific skill. So I think that this is going to be an awesome series. It's going to be very short. It's going to be like 5-minute videos every time. Just this one might be a little bit longer because it's the intro one. So I figured I'm going to go over some of my mistakes that I make, right? So you guys can also take advantage of that. What better way than to learn from people that you're following as well? Hey, if I can make these mistakes, then hopefully you guys can learn from them as well if you hear them, right? So I'm going to go, and it's going to be kind of a funny series because well, every time you make a mistake, they're usually good or bad, right? So I'm going to show you guys my first mistake that I made just now, okay? Oh my goodness. So I've been accumulating, right? First of all, we're going to look at like the 30-minute chart for ETP, okay? ETP right here. Actually, not the 30-minute chart. 15-minute one. We're getting like one bounce, two bounce, pretty much a third bounce all over here, right? So I've been accumulating ever since like almost like over here about, right over here. That's where I was accumulating, and I kept adding more. So I'll draw a line to show you guys. This is, yeah, I know that I need to work on this as well. So I've been accumulating from there, from here. I gotta make these lines a little bit more visible in color. Give me a second here. There you go. That's better. So from here as well. Wow, come on. From there. So I've been just accumulating, right? Because I firmly believed that it was gonna go up, but it got to the point where I was down like $200-300, and everybody panics, right? No matter what, even though I don't generally let it get to me, I follow this basic rule of mine where if I'm down a bigger amount already, like $200-300, then as soon as I break even by a little bit, right? Even just by a little bit, I'll usually just take the profit or break even and then just call it quits there and I'm happy because I don't know if it's gonna get any higher than that, right? But here the big mistake I made was this, okay? I saw this candle form on the 15-minute chart and I knew that deep in my heart that that's a reversal candle right there, right? It's a reversal candle. I also saw the RSI go way too low already. And when you look at the 5-minute chart, it was just as low, right? It was like right around here and it actually double bounced right here, okay? It double bounced, so I knew that this was getting bullish, right? And that's why we had a breakout. And it was making one bounce there already. It was so low, one bounce, like 1, 2, 3 bounces, right? And here we didn't really get, well, it started to uptick a little bit, or sorry, it started to stall a little bit, right? And I'll show you my position first of all. It was right around here. So I've been buying since like 28.85 even, and I was buying down all the way to 29.615, and eventually I got my average out to this price right here, which I'm just pulling up my Excel sheet here, okay? Whoops. I'm just typing it in. Oh yeah, you don't see it yet. So I got my average price to about 28.8, all right? 28.8. But it got to the point where I was down, like, because it was like 28.3, I was down like $268. So I was starting to panic a tiny bit, right? Everybody panics no matter what. Don't get me wrong. I'm not perfect. So because I was panicking a little bit, I said to myself, I'm just gonna break even. I'm gonna break even, right? As soon as it hits 28.8, I'm gonna break even. So I actually ended up selling it. Actually, that's not the right one. Um, it was somewhere over there. So yeah, so it got to 28.835, right? And I literally broke even. I made 28 cents, right? Or 78 cents. I lost 78 cents. So this was like right around maybe here, right around here, because I saw these red bars. So I was like, oh no, oh no, oh no, it's gonna happen. It's gonna go back down. I'm not even gonna break even. I'm not gonna break even. So then I just basically took profit. Even though when you backtrack, I knew it was gonna go up because of all the other signs, right? All the other signs. So I'm gonna show you guys what would have happened if I actually closed it at 25.5. So instead of losing 78 cents and I sold it at 29.5, I would have made $331 instead, okay? Literally, I would have made $331 instead from a 500 coin position of $14,000. So I was playing $14,000 and I literally lost 78 cents when I could have just waited and I could have made 331. And that's me right here, just panic selling right here. So the lesson learned from this, guys, is that if you firmly know that it is going to uptrend, like how I knew based on all those indicators that I mentioned, then you guys have to stay strong like bull. You have to stick to your stop loss and you have to give it a little bit of time and be extremely patient, okay? You have to be extremely patient if you see it uptrending, right? It's tiny little bars, like red bars like this, it should not panic you into selling, okay? I panicked into selling there because I was down, I psychologically knew I was down like $200-300 earlier, right? And that fear alone will make people want to break even. And that's exactly what I did. But if I gave it even a little bit of time while it even leveled off here, guys, even if while it leveled off there at 29, I still would have made $81, right? But the whole point of this is that always be patient, guys. If you believe it is uptrending, make sure you wait patiently, okay? Make sure you absolutely wait patiently, because just because I saw a tiny little stall there, I thought it was gonna come down, right? Like right around here, I thought it was gonna come down. But surely enough, it broke out to a really high zone, super high zone. And I could have made $331, so make sure you guys learn from that. But the good news is that I actually ended up shorting it instead. I just kept racking up my shorts over here. Yeah, so I kept racking up my shorts and I took like I think $20-30 profit or something from shorting because I was angry. So another lesson learned there is that don't short something just because you're angry, or don't play stupid or silly just because you guys, want to get back at them, right? Don't ever try to seek revenge in the game. So once again, be patient and don't ever seek revenge. If you know it's going to uptrend, just stay really strong until you actually get a sign of a downtrend, okay? And a sign of a downtrend is a big wall of red orders, okay? Big wall of red orders like over here I'm talking about. So you want to be very, very patient always. So what happened? I took a 78 cents loss when I could have made $331. So if we keep reflecting back on these little tiny mistakes of ours, which actually helped me improve my game as well by doing a small video log like this, right? It helps me improve my game. And if you guys actually keep a notepad, I usually keep mine in a book and paper, but I thought, hey, why not just transcribe it to video now? So if you guys keep like I don't know, a Word document, an Excel, a little pen and paper, write down your mistakes that you've made throughout the day, right? Write down the mistakes you've made throughout the day and study it just once at night. Look over it in the morning again so you can have a fresh reminder of the mistakes you made yesterday, so you can actually improve your game the next day when you actually start trading, okay? we have to constantly learn from our mistakes to get better. If we don't learn from our mistakes, then we will never ever grow as a trader. So I hope you guys enjoyed my 78 cents loss there, okay? Have a good one.